Hi there. It's Tom and Tom podcasting away this afternoon. And today we have a special treat for you. Cheese and pimento sandwiches. Tell us about it, Tom.
So I was reading up and studying on the very famous golf tournament. We'll see if anyone knows who it is. I don't mention them by name just yet. That's known for in this golf tournament an exclusive golf club, uh, hosting this exclusive event. People are paying a reasonable ticket price to get in. We were looking it up. Wasn't that much. It's like 100, what was it, 125 or 150 bucks a day. And the typical way a event greets a patron once they get them in, and they have a rule, by the way, for their patrons, their customers, which is you can't bring in your own food. So if you can't bring in your own food, they're going to sell it to you on site. This particular venue is known for their pimento sandwiches, but you might also buy a beer and a soda, and they have a full menu. Uh, what would you expect to pay for a sandwich? You know, in an exclusive club, at a golf tournament, and it's like, well, what have we been paying? Like, where if we go anyplace else in this country, an exclusive event, and they're going to sell you a signature sandwich, what are you going to pay? And at this event, it's $1.50. And part of me just has to sit with that. A cold beer is $6. This is this year, right? Modern prices. 2026. Soda is $2. And there's part of me, and it's like apparently you buy everything on the whole menu and it's $76, like all 21 items. Nothing is priced the way things are priced at every other private event in the country.
Now, it should be noted that you literally have to win the lottery to be even able to pay those prices for said food.
And the sandwich is a symbol of the event, which makes it interesting. It's become symbolic because they've probably been serving it for 60 years, and near as I can tell, they probably haven't raised the price in 40 years. At a certain point, they made a choice to not raise the price.
Yeah.
And that act alone is somehow, I believe, an expression of culture that's really profound and kind of moving to me. I'm like, because I'm so used to being considered the mark every other place I go.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally got to be a loss leader at this point. Like when you consider the labor and material cost of a pimento sandwich, I'm pretty sure that it's not far from $1.50, if not more.
And this event has other things that they do. By the way, the event is the Masters for those
who
don't
haven't
know.
guessed by now. If you're not a golf fan,
Golf, it's the Masters. There's a bunch of things around the event that are sort of interesting. It's like that you wear green jackets, right? If you win, it's like it becomes your jacket, but the jacket never leaves the grounds. It's your jacket because you won, but you have to leave it behind in your locker because
that you get for the year to hang your jacket in until you lose.
when you come back.
Right.
We were reading all sorts of things about how they behave. There's no electronics You bring your phone. What the rule? You dug it up, Tom. What was the rule? Or I can
The,
catch you
the,
with a phone.
if you get caught with a phone while you're on the grounds, your phone will be confiscated and you will be escorted off the property. Now, I'm guessing, although it didn't say, that they will give you your phone back once you're off the property. But they
It's
didn't
not
say
clear.
that.
So they consider you a patron of the club when you come. They have high expectations for how you will behave while you
Yeah.
are there.
Which is really interesting because if you think about it, most organizations have lots of rules and of behavior for their staff, for their team members. I don't can't think off the top of my head an organization that has rules for who we'll call customers. They call them patrons, as you pointed out, but they're customers. They're paying customers that paid to be there. And they're told, if you do this, we're throwing you out.
I mean, they're like, you can bring a chair, you can set it. No one else will sit in the chair. You can't otherwise save things other than leaving a chair someplace. You can't run between locations. All of the, but your chair will be there, and you can
Yeah,
go sit in your chair, but it can't have arms.
right.
And
I think the
they,
only time you can run, Tom, is if you're about to get hit by a ball.
if you're about to be, you can duck. Okay?
And not for very long, just enough to get out of the way.
The so the ticket is $160 a day, 525 for the 4-day badge. Very affordable ticket prices. They're not trying. So you looked up the mission because I was just excited because I was reading about these guys. You looked up the mission, and what do you remember it said?
It's the mission is to promote the game of golf, which is
Yeah,
interesting. Like it
and I'm
wasn't
like,
about them or what they. I mean, it wasn't about the organization and their individual accomplishments. It was really a broader mission for the whole golfing professional industry, which is very altruistic.
the other thing that's interesting that you read about them doing is they greatly limit the amount of advertising. Right? If you're when I say greatly limit, the number I hear bantied around is like they turn down as much as $250 million worth of advertising because if their mission is to really promote golf, having 25 minutes of advertising in an hour, which is the sort of thing we're getting now in other sporting events.
Yeah,
I mean, I've stopped. I love with my wife watching, my college game. It's just intolerable to watch live
yeah,
anymore. The college football game.
yeah.
Uh, it's 20 to 25 minutes of ads in an hour.
And when
Like
you're there at the game, you're
you
like,
sit there waiting.
everybody's standing around like, well, let's get on with it. They're like, no, we're waiting for the ads to run. Like, so even the people who paid for a ticket or in this stadium have to wait.
Yeah, for a long time. They'll play music or something else. And there's something about this tournament and what they've chosen to do to say, we're going to turn our back on $250 million. Why? Well, because our mission is to promote golf. And there's no way we're going to advance the game of golf if, people are going to be frustrated and walk away and find it uninteresting. And they're right. And you had also uncovered a couple of the values, but they weren't that detailed. Do you still have them on your screen? Because it's just like,
I do.
I do.
But if I pull them up, I'll mess up our recording
No,
because
don't
I'm
mess up our
recording the
recording.
screen. um, but there were some interesting ones. And the last value was the one that struck me. And it was struck me because my brother has a company and they have the same value, and it's rare. It's
Yeah.
super rare. It's basically do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Yeah. So to me, in learning about, like, I'm not into golf. I'm not athletic, so it's limited my interest in sports. Tom, at least, is a golfer, but just not traditional golfer. Tom golfs with frisbees.
For you
Uh,
Europeans, the Europeans call it frisbee golf. We call it disc golf here, which is ironic because the frisbee was invented here. It's an American company.
yeah, but there's some aspect of, even if the value isn't fully explicit, values manifest in just how you behave. And in their regard, it's like the values that they manifest, and having a totally public and open lottery to get tickets, and not overcharging for them, and saying that the goal is really to promote the sport, not gouging you when you're there. That it's literally like when you're there as a guest, as a patron, you're not treated like a mark. And I feel like every other place I go to in the world, I'm treated like a mark, including places that used to not be that way, like Disney.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're in line. Do you want to cut in front of everyone else? You can for $50.
Oh, but wait, that's a line too. It's just not as long. It's like you can jump the proletariat if you have the cash
Yeah.
to leave them behind.
Oh, you don't bring in your own drink. You want a Coke?
$13.
Yeah. And so it's just, values are really what's lived out, right? And man, I was just really encouraged and excited to read about this. Like, I'm not interested in golf. I don't watch golf. I probably couldn't name 3 golfers. I want to go. I want to go just to be there.
Well, I think you've got what, a 1 in 40,000 chance of getting a ticket?
Like, you and I, man, we can enter the lottery in June 1st, apparently.
But if I win, I can't give you my ticket, or they will escort you off the property.
Off the premises. They're even trying to not make it a big scalping event. Well, I'll tie this just to one more thing as we wrap up. As I think more and more about living in the AI world, and what does it mean as tech gets better and better. And we've been feeling this. Tech has been used as a weapon against the average consumer everywhere, continually.
Yeah.
And, hey, if you're a company that wants to be more like this event, we'd love to work with you, because what's left after AI can do everything. It's how we are as humans, how we treat fellow humans, how we behave. And yes, this golf course has a record of being exclusive, and it took them a long time to embrace what we might consider better behavior, but they're there. They're living it out. I don't even mind sometimes that people go slow on changing values, because frankly, the way everyone's been going and changing fast has been a nightmare. It's like the tech has just been weaponized against us. And here's somebody saying, no, I'm not going to do that.
It's a beautiful thing. And if you want to build a beautiful thing, I think we know how to help you do that. We spent a lot of time looking at organizations like this one who are doing things differently and being wildly successful doing it. In fact, every organization that we look at that does things differently in this manner is wildly successful. It's literally a formula for success.
Yeah. Mission, vision, values, alignment, and in this case, even living out in great detail values that you didn't specifically wrote down but are just a part of your DNA. And we want to help you find them. If you haven't, we might help you write down a bit more than you have, just as a reminder. But you can also just see a value lived out and expressed in the price of a pimento sandwich. And
It's
man,
what
is that
makes a
something?
culture.
Yeah. Real culture.
Yeah.
That was my thought for today. I was just excited about the fact that not everyone is treating me as a mark.
Yeah. So, in closing, what was the price you paid for a pimento cheese sandwich last time? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, if you had fun listening to this video, we've got a lot more. We're going to keep making them. And to help get the word out, we would love for you to click the subscribe button right down there. It's there. You'll see it. And that helps us eventually get to the point where millions of people are learning about culture and how to build great organizations. And in the meantime, if we can help you, reach out to us at beintentional.biz. And until next time, this is Tom.
And Tom.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.